Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports and subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, shout out to all you guys watching this video. Shout out to the Riddick Bowe picture in the back, as always. Wanted to talk about Terence Crawford. He's fighting on Saturday, and my voice sounds weird, guys. I've been trying to get over this cold I've had for about a week, so I'm toughing it out. My voice kind of sounds maybe a little bit weird. I'm not so sure. I just know I don't really feel 100% right now, but I'm still toughing it out like the champion I am, pound for pound, #1 in the YTBC, BT True School Sports. But anyway, Terence Crawford, anytime he fights, anytime we know that Terence Crawford is going to be in the ring, we know that regardless of who his opponent is, whether it's Postal, Hank Lundy, or now John Molina, we know that the talks for Terence Crawford is always going to be about, the Pacquiao fight, that big Manny Pacquiao matchup that a lot of people in the boxing world are clamoring for. And I personally, it's one of the top 5 fights I want to see. I want to see Crawford get his chance on a big stage to prove himself against an all-time great fighter. And I want Manny, to do well in there against a guy in Crawford who, people like myself consider top 5 pound for pound. And elevate himself. If he's still trying to be in this fight game, I want to see Manny prove that he can still do it at the highest of levels, and it don't get too much higher than Terence Crawford. So with that being said, Brian McIntyre, Terence Crawford's trainer, he came out and he kind of gave his little thoughts on the whole situation. I wanted to just read the quotes and give you guys dissect what he said. Here's what Brian McIntyre said in regard to the Pacquiao-Crawford situation. He said, I quote, "We really thought we were going to get that Manny Pacquiao fight. When it didn't go through, I was like, wow. As soon as Terence beat Postal, the first thing that came out of their mouth was, we're not fighting him." So it's been kind of frustrating a little bit because we need Manny Pacquiao's name. We need Floyd Mayweather's name. We need those names to pass the torch out so he can continue to climb and elevate his career. And that's what it is. So I'll leave the article in the description for you guys. But basically, guys, I kind of share the same sentiments of Brian McIntyre. Terence is not and this is one thing I have a problem with, because look, it's not. I'm not racist, and I'm not. It's not racist at all. But I wanted to just point this out. When we talk about the current landscape of black fighters and what fighters sell tickets and what fighters don't, when I look at a guy like Adrian Broner, right, who yes is a talented fighter, who yes is someone who is very entertaining. If we're just talking about in-ring ability, there's no reason Adrian Broner should ever outsell Terence Crawford or ever do more ratings than Terence Crawford. But he has that kind of Mayweather effect. And Terence Crawford, it's a shame that he can't get more support here in America, because as far as I'm concerned right now, Terence Crawford is the best we have to offer any weight class right now. So I'm hoping, at some point, Pacquiao or no Pacquiao, Terence just starts to get a little bit more support here in America. And some of that's going to fall on his shoulders. I think Terence has to start being a little bit more, talking a little bit more and selling his fights a little more like we've seen from Floyd Mayweather. So hopefully that happens. But as far as the Pacquiao situation, I gotta admit, I'm right there with McIntyre. Pacquiao did fight Timothy Bradley, beat a pound for pound fighter, but it wasn't a necessary fight, and I want to see the Pacquiao Crawford fight. Honestly, I made videos in the past and then retracted my statements about Manny, Duncan, Terence, just because Bob's own matchmakers. After I made the videos, I found out, and I did my own research, that Bob's own matchmakers weren't comfortable putting Terence in the ring with him. So, it's not all on Pacquiao. It's not all on Pacquiao, and a lot of it is political stuff. But honestly, political stuff or no political stuff, next year, if Manny does not fight Terence Crawford, I'm looking at that fight as a massive duck. I'm a massive duck, because Manny and Terence are around the same weight. I don't think it really matters where they fight, whether Terence wants to go to 147 because he rehydrates up in the 150s anyway, and whether Manny wants to go to 140, which he can make. I know he can make. Either way, I just want to see the fight. It has to happen. I don't care whether it's Manny's fault or Terence's fault. I know there's two sides to every story in boxing, but make the damn fight happen. Whether it's Roach, McIntyre, Arum, Manny, Terence, whoever the case may be, I just want to see this fight happen. And obviously Terence has got to take care of John Molina, and that's not going to be a gimme due to Molina's power, but we'll see what happens, man. I just want to see the fight. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford will fight next year? And do you agree with Brian McIntyre's comments that basically these guys don't want to partner Crawford? Let me know in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.